Okay, shh. Go ahead. Okay, put your iPads away. All right, just to go over a few of these again. If you've got a graph and you want to find the slope, you can just do rise over run from any 2 points that the lines pass through. It doesn't have to be these two, because if you follow along, it also goes through that point and that point. So you could use any 4 of these points. If I go from here to here, I rise 2 and run 3. So the slope is 2/3. If I would have went from here all the way up to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 6/9, which reduces to 2/3. So any 2 points you do it on, it's going to always reduce to 2/3. But then if you don't want to do the rise over run, you can just do y minus y over x minus x. So I can go 3, take away -3, which is 6, over x minus x. 5, take away -4, which is 9. And again, you don't need to reduce it. They never say simplify them. But you can reduce 6/9 reduces to 2/3. So finding the slopes should be easy enough, right? It's usually just writing the equations that's the hardest part. Remember, if any 2 lines are parallel, they got to have the same slope. You got to have the same rise over run. So we got 3 lines here. They're wondering which ones are parallel. So you just got to find the slope of each line. And remember, you don't have to use these 2 points. I could use that one because it crosses through. So this rises 2, runs 1. Here, this rises 2 and runs 1, and I'm back on the line. So that's also 2. This one doesn't. If I go up 2 and over 1, I don't quite get to the line. So this line isn't parallel. This one I do have to go all the way up to here and over. It goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And over 3. So to identify the parallel lines, it's hard to see, but that's, I think it's a J. Yeah. J1 is parallel to J2. So writing the equations. Again, this section is parallel lines, the next section is perpendicular lines. So they're done the same way. It's just when it's parallel, they have the same slope. So, this line, we want to write the equation of a line that's parallel to that, passing through this point. If you were to graph it, 0, -3 is here. If you remember how to graph these lines, this B is where it crosses, and it's got a slope of 1, so up 1 over 1. So there's the line we know. This is the line we want. So we know that M has to be 1, so we got to find B. So this is an X, that's a Y. You plug 3 in there, or -3. My M is 1. My X is 0. Plus B. So this is a simple one. Yeah.
Can't you just be like, oh, hey, the X is 0, so it's already, the
Right.
intercept is negative.
Yep, if you notice that right away, if the X is 0, this is what B is equal to. So once you have these two, then you write the equation y equals mx plus b, and since it's a -3, you just put -3. And you don't need the 1 there. You could write it x minus 3. Either way is fine. So now in this one, my m is a -3/2. So then I got to figure out what b is. So we take the point that the line crosses through, put 3 in for y, -3/2 in for x, and I mean for m, 2 in for x plus b. So when you solve this, negative 3/2 times 2 is negative 3, because the 2's would cross cancel. Plus b. So we add 3 and you get 6. So the equation is y equals m, which is negative 3/2 x plus 6.